The Awakening, Earth's first contact and the galactic stage. The night sky above the New Mexico desert erupted in a brilliant flash of blue light. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead astrophysicist at the Arecibo Observatory, blinked in disbelief as she watched the pulsating orb descend from the heavens. Her heart raced, mind reeling with the implications of what she was witnessing. This was it, the moment humanity had been waiting for, dreaming of and dreading in equal measure. First contact. As the alien craft touched down, kicking up a swirl of dust and sand, Samantha's hand instinctively reached for her communication device. With trembling fingers, she dialed a number she'd hoped never to use, the direct line to General Marcus Blackwood, head of Earth's newly formed Extraterrestrial Defense Initiative, EDI. "General," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the whirring of the alien ship's engines. "They're here." Thousands of miles away, in an underground bunker beneath the Pentagon, General Blackwood's weathered face grew grim. He'd spent his entire career preparing for this moment, but now that it had arrived, he felt a cold note of fear in his gut. "Understood, Dr. Chen. Stay calm and do not approach the craft. We're on our way." Within hours, the desert landing site was swarming with military personnel, scientists, and government officials. As dawn broke over the horizon, casting long shadows across the sand, a hatch on the alien vessel slowly opened. The assembled crowd held its breath, cameras rolling, weapons at the ready. From the ship emerged a figure that defied easy description. It stood nearly 8 feet tall, its body a shimmering mass of iridescent scales. Multiple arms, 6 in total, extended from its torso, each ending in delicate, multi-jointed fingers. But it was the being's face that captivated Samantha. 3 large, luminous eyes arranged in a triangle gazed out at the assembled humans with an intelligence that seemed to pierce the very fabric of reality. The alien raised one of its hands, palm outward in what Samantha hoped was a universal gesture of peace. Then, to everyone's astonishment, it spoke. The words that emanated from its mouth were not in any human language, yet Samantha found she could understand them perfectly. "People of Earth," the alien said, its voice resonating with a musical quality that sent shivers down Samantha's spine. "I am Zorax, emissary of the Galactic Confederation. We have been watching your world for many cycles, and the time has come to welcome you into the greater community of spacefaring civilizations." As Zorax's words washed over the stunned crowd, Samantha felt a mix of excitement and trepidation. The implications of this moment were staggering. Humanity was not alone in the universe, and more importantly, they were being invited to join an interstellar society. Over the next few weeks, as news of the alien visitation spread across the globe, Zorax and his team of alien diplomats met with world leaders, scientists, and cultural representatives. They shared knowledge of advanced technologies, opened up trade routes with other alien species, and offered humanity a seat at the Galactic Confederation's Council. But it wasn't all good news. As Samantha and her team of scientists pored over the data provided by the aliens, they began to uncover unsettling truths about the state of galactic politics. The Confederation, while presenting itself as a benevolent organization, was rife with internal conflicts and power struggles. Many older, more established species viewed newer members with suspicion and sought to keep them in subservient roles. Most concerning of all was the looming threat of the Zarkonian Empire, a vast and militaristic civilization on the fringes of known space. The Zarkonians viewed the expansion of the Confederation as a threat to their own ambitions of galactic domination. Their Empress, a fearsome being known as Skylith the Conqueror, had vowed to crush any species that dared to challenge Zarkonian supremacy. As Earth's leaders debated the pros and cons of joining the Galactic Confederation, Samantha found herself working closely with General Blackwood and a team of Earth's brightest minds. Their task was clear: prepare humanity for its new role on the galactic stage, while also ensuring the planet's security in the face of potential threats. "We need to accelerate our technological development," Samantha argued during a high-level meeting at the United Nations. The knowledge the Confederation has shared with us is just the tip of the iceberg. We need to innovate, to push the boundaries of what's possible. If we're going to survive out there, we can't rely on alien handouts. General Blackwood nodded in agreement. Dr. Chen is right. We've been given a glimpse of what's possible, but we need to chart our own course. I propose we initiate Project Prometheus, a global effort to advance our technology, particularly in the areas of space travel and defense. The UN Security Council debated long into the night, but in the end, the decision was unanimous. Earth would accept the Confederation's invitation, but it would do so on its own terms. Project Prometheus was given the green light, with Samantha and General Blackwood at its helm. As humanity took its first tentative steps onto the galactic stage, few could have predicted the monumental changes that lay ahead. The next decade would see Earth transform itself from a fledgling spacefaring civilization into a force to be reckoned with, a transformation that would shake the very foundations of the galaxy. Samantha Chen stood on the observation deck of Harmony Station, Earth's first orbital habitat, and gazed out at the star-studded blackness of space. In the distance, she could make out the sleek silhouettes of Earth's first interstellar ships, their hulls gleaming in the reflected light of the sun. A smile played across her lips as she thought about how far they'd come in such a short time. But her moment of reflection was interrupted by an urgent message from her AI assistant. "Dr. Chen," the AI's voice rang out, its tone uncharacteristically urgent. "We're detecting a massive energy signature at the edge of the solar system. It appears to be a Zarkonian battle fleet." Samantha's blood ran cold. The moment they had all been preparing for, hoping would never come, was finally here. As alarms began to blare throughout the station, she steeled herself for what was to come. Humanity was about to face its greatest challenge yet, and the fate of Earth, perhaps the entire galaxy, hung in the balance. As Samantha raced towards the command center, her mind whirled with possibilities. The advancements they'd made through Project Prometheus had been astounding, but would they be enough to face the might of the Zarkonian Empire? Only time would tell. The first shots of an interstellar war were about to be fired, and humanity would need every ounce of its legendary resilience, creativity, and determination to survive the coming storm. The next chapter in Earth's history was about to be written among the stars, and Samantha Chen would be at the forefront, ready to fight for humanity's place in the cosmos. The rise, humanity's quantum leap, and the birth of the Starforge fleet. The Zarkonian threat loomed like a dark cloud over Earth's fledgling interstellar ambitions. But instead of cowering in fear, humanity did what it had always done best: it innovated. In a hidden facility deep beneath the Himalayas, Dr. Samantha Chen stood before a holographic display, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "Ladies and gentlemen," she addressed the assembled team of Earth's brightest minds, "I give you Project Starforge." The hologram flickered to life, revealing a massive orbital construction yard unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. At its heart pulsed a miniature star, carefully contained within a web of exotic matter. By harnessing the power of an artificial star, Samantha explained, her voice brimming with pride, "We can forge ships of unprecedented size and capability. Ships that will make even the Zarkonians think twice about challenging Earth." General Marcus Blackwood, now sporting a few more grey hairs than when they'd first met the alien emissaries, nodded approvingly. "How soon can we begin construction?" Samantha's grin widened. "That's the best part, General. We already have." Thousands of miles above, hidden from prying alien eyes by advanced cloaking technology, the first Starforge was already taking shape. It was a testament to human ingenuity, a fusion of alien knowledge and humanity's unique problem-solving abilities. As the weeks turned into months, the Starforge's production capabilities exceeded even the most optimistic projections. The first ship to emerge from its cosmic womb was the ENS Prometheus, a vessel that defied conventional classification. Captain Zara Hendricks, a decorated veteran of Earth's early skirmishes with hostile alien races, stood on the bridge of the Prometheus, marveling at the ship's capabilities. At over 15 kilometers in length, it dwarfed anything in known space. But size was just the beginning. "Run me through the systems check one more time," Zara commanded, her voice steady despite the butterflies in her stomach. Her AA second-in-command, an advanced construct named HFY, Artificial Responsive Intelligence Assistant, responded promptly. "Certainly, Captain. Quantum wavefront drive is online, capable of folding spacetime to achieve faster-than-light travel without relying on traditional hyperlanes. Neutronium alloy hull is at 100% integrity. Plasma phase shields are powered and ready. Gravity manipulation arrays are calibrated for both defensive and offensive operations." Zara nodded, her mind still struggling to fully grasp the technological marvels at her fingertips. The Prometheus wasn't just a ship. It was a mobile fortress, a city in space, and a testament to humanity's determination to survive and thrive among the stars. As impressive as the Prometheus was, it was just the beginning. The Starforge worked tirelessly, birthing an entire fleet of these cosmic leviathans. Each ship was crewed by Earth's finest, their minds linked to their vessels through neural interfaces that pushed the boundaries of human-machine symbiosis. Word of Earth's growing fleet began to spread through the galactic grapevine. Many dismissed the rumors as mere fantasy. After all, how could a species so new to the galactic stage create such wonders? The Zarkonians, however, were not so quick to disregard the threat. Empress Phylith, her segmented exoskeleton gleaming in the light of a dozen captured suns, raged at her advisors. "How did we let this happen?" she hissed, her mandibles clicking in agitation. "These humans were supposed to be primitives, easy prey for our expansion." Her chief scientist, a spindly being named Vexeter, cowered before her wrath. "Empress, we underestimated their adaptability. They've taken the basic knowledge shared by the Confederation and extrapolated it in ways we never imagined possible. Their cognitive flexibility, their ability to think outside the box, as they call it, it's unprecedented." Phyllis' compound eyes narrowed. "Then we must strike now, before they grow any stronger. Prepare the Armada. We will crush these upstart humans and remind the galaxy why the Zarkonian Empire has stood unchallenged for 10,000 years." As the Zarkonian war machine rumbled to life, back on Earth, humanity continued to push the boundaries of innovation. The Starforge fleet grew, but Samantha Chen and her team knew that ships alone wouldn't be enough to secure their place in the galaxy. In laboratories around the world, scientists worked on projects that seemed drawn from the pages of science fiction. Quantum entanglement communication systems that allowed instantaneous coordination across vast distances. Nanoswarm weapons that could disassemble enemy ships at the molecular level. And perhaps most audaciously, research into the very fabric of spacetime itself, seeking ways to manipulate reality on a fundamental level. Captain Hendricks and the crew of the Prometheus embarked on shakedown cruises, pushing their vessel to its limits. They made first contact with dozens of alien species, some friendly, others hostile, but all left in awe of the humans' technological prowess. During one such mission, the Prometheus encountered a refugee fleet fleeing Zarkonian expansion. The aliens, a race of silicon-based lifeforms called the Krill, were on the brink of extinction. Without hesitation, Zara offered them sanctuary. As the Krill ships were brought into the Prometheus's cavernous hangar bays, Zara couldn't help but reflect on the responsibility that came with Earth's newfound power. "We're not just fighting for our own survival anymore," she mused to Aoya. "We're becoming a beacon of hope for others in the galaxy." Aoya's holographic avatar nodded solemnly. "Indeed, Captain. It appears that in preparing to defend ourselves, we've taken on the mantle of defenders for those who cannot protect themselves. The question is, are we ready for such a role?" Zara's gaze hardened as she looked out at the stars. "Ready or not, I don't think we have a choice. The Zarkonians won't stop with Earth. If we don't stand against them, who will?" As if in answer to her question, the ship's sensors lit up with urgent warnings. A massive Zirconian battle fleet had just emerged from hyperspace at the edge of the solar system. The invasion of Earth had begun. Zora's voice rang out clear and strong as she addressed her crew. This is the moment we've prepared for. Everything we've built, everything we've learned, it all comes down to this. We are humanity's first line of defense, and we will not falter. For Earth, for our allies, the future of the galaxy, we fight. As the Prometheus and its sister ships moved to intercept the Zirconian armada, the fate of not just Earth, but countless worlds hung in the balance. The galaxy was about to witness firsthand why humanity had survived and thrived against all odds for millennia. The age of human ascendancy was dawning, and its light would shine across the cosmos. The Quantum Gambit, Earth's hyperdimensional chess move. As the Zirconian armada bore down on Earth, humanity unveiled its most audacious creation yet, a weapon that would redefine the very nature of space warfare. Dr. Samantha Chen stood in the control room of the Tartarus facility, a top-secret installation buried deep within the crust of Mars. Her eyes blazed with a mixture of excitement and trepidation as she gazed upon the fruit of a decade's worth of research and development. Initiating startup sequence for Project Ouroboros, she announced, her voice steady despite the enormity of the moment. Before her, a massive ring-shaped structure thrummed to life, its surface crawling with strange fractal patterns that seemed to shift and change even as one looked at them. This was no ordinary machine. It was a quantum reality manipulator capable of bending the very fabric of space-time to humanity's will. General Blackwood's grizzled face appeared on a nearby holographic display. Dr. Chen, the Zirconians have breached our outer defense perimeter. Whatever you're planning, we need it now. Samantha nodded grimly. Understood, General. Ouroboros is primed and ready, initiating quantum entanglement with the Starforge fleet. Across the solar system, aboard the ENS Prometheus, Captain Zara Hendricks felt a strange tingling sensation as her ship's systems synchronized with the Ouroboros device. The neural interface implanted in her brain lit up with new possibilities, tactical options that defied conventional physics. LRIA, she called out to her AI companion, "What am I looking at here?" The A's voice held a note of awe. "Captain, it appears we now have the ability to manipulate localized pockets of space-time. We can create temporal bubbles, phase shift through solid matter, even generate microsingularities as offensive weapons." A fierce grin spread across Zora's face. "Well then, let's show these Zirconians why you don't mess with humanity." The battle that ensued was unlike anything the galaxy had ever witnessed. The Starforge fleet danced through space in impossible patterns, appearing and disappearing at will. Zirconian weapons fire passed harmlessly through Earth ships as they phased in and out of normal space-time. Empress Phylith watched in horror from her flagship as her supposedly invincible armada was systematically dismantled. "What sorcery is this?" she screeched, her mandibles clicking furiously. Her chief scientist, Vextor, could only shake his head in disbelief. "It's not sorcery, Empress. The humans, they've weaponized quantum mechanics itself. They're fighting us across multiple dimensions simultaneously." As the tide of battle turned decisively in Earth's favor, the true scope of Project Ouroboros became clear. It wasn't just a weapon, it was a tool for reshaping reality itself. Zora watched in awe as a crippled Zirconian dreadnought was enveloped in a shimmering field of energy. In the blink of an eye, the massive ship seemed to fold in on itself, shrinking down to the size of a small asteroid. "LRA, what just happened?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "It appears we've compressed the space occupied by the dreadnought," Aria explained. "We've effectively created a pocket universe, trapping the ship and its crew in a time-locked bubble." The implications were staggering. With the Ouroboros, humanity now had the power to create and manipulate entire universes at will. The possibilities for exploration, for expansion, for sheer cosmic engineering were limitless. As the last of the Zarkonian ships fled or surrendered, a new challenge presented itself. How would humanity wield this godlike power? Would they use it responsibly, or would they succumb to the temptations of absolute control over reality itself? Dr. Chen's voice crackled over the comms, addressing the entire fleet. This victory belongs to all of us, to every human who dared to dream big and reach for the stars. But with great power comes great responsibility. We stand at a crossroads, not just for Earth, but for the entire cosmos. Captain Hendricks nodded solemnly. She knew that the real work was just beginning. Humanity had proven itself a force to be reckoned with, but now they needed to prove they could be trusted with the power they'd unleashed. As the Starforge fleet regrouped, representatives from across the galaxy began to arrive. News of Earth's victory over the dreaded Zarkonian Empire had spread like wildfire, and now everyone wanted to see these miraculous humans for themselves. Among the diplomatic envoys was a being of pure energy, its form shimmering with countless colors. It identified itself as an emissary from the cosmic overseers, a group of ancient entities that had long watched over the galaxy from afar. Your species has achieved what we thought impossible, the being communicated directly into the minds of Earth's leaders. You've broken through the quantum barrier and touched the very foundations of reality. The question now is, are you ready for the responsibility that comes with such power? As humanity pondered its answer, one thing was clear: the age of human ascendancy had truly begun. The galaxy watched with bated breath, wondering what these unpredictable, innovative, quantum-manipulating humans would do next. In the depths of space, aboard the Prometheus, Captain Hendricks gazed out at the star-studded void, a mixture of pride and trepidation filling her heart. "Ah, she mused. "Do you think we're ready for this? To be the guardians of reality itself?" The eye was silent for a moment before responding. "Captain, if there's one thing I've learned about humans, it's that you're at your best when facing the impossible. The real question is reality ready for you?" As the Prometheus turned towards Earth, leading a procession of alien diplomats and curious observers, the next chapter in humanity's cosmic adventure was about to unfold. The quantum age had dawned, and with it, the promise of wonders beyond imagination. The cosmic crucible, humanity's multiversal odyssey. As Earth basked in the afterglow of its victory over the Zarkonian Empire, a new challenge emerged from the quantum foam of reality itself. The use of Project Ouroboros had not gone unnoticed by the fundamental forces of the cosmos. Dr. Samantha Chen stood before a shimmering portal in the heart of the Tartarus facility, her eyes wide with a mixture of wonder and apprehension. The portal pulsed with energies beyond human comprehension, its surface rippling like the event horizon of a black hole. "We've done it," she whispered, her voice barely audible over the hum of exotic matter containment fields. "We've created a stable gateway to parallel universes." General Blackwood, now sporting a cybernetic eye that glowed with an eerie blue light, nodded grimly. "The question is, Dr. Chen, what's on the other side, and are we prepared for it?" Before Samantha could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. The portal's energy readings spiked off the charts, and from its depths emerged a figure that defied description. It was the Cosmic Overseer, but not as they had appeared before. This version towered over them, its form a swirling maelstrom of galaxies and nebulae. When it spoke, its voice resonated with the harmonies of creation itself. "Humans," it boomed, "your meddling with the fabric of reality has triggered a multiversal crisis. The walls between dimensions are collapsing, and chaos threatens to engulf all of existence." Captain Zara Hendricks, who had been overseeing the portal experiment, stepped forward. "With all due respect," she said, her voice steady despite the cosmic entity looming before her, "we didn't start this fire. We simply learned to dance with the flames." The overseer's form shimmered, and for a moment, Zara thought she saw a flicker of amusement in its starry visage. Perhaps it conceded, "But now you must prove yourselves worthy of the power you wield. You must undertake the cosmic crucible." With a gesture, the overseer expanded the portal, transforming it into a window that showed glimpses of infinite realities. Your task is this: travel through the multiverse and restore balance to key nexus points. Succeed, and you will be granted stewardship over your sector of reality. Fail, and all you know will be unmade. As the overseer faded from view, leaving behind a shimmering map of the multiverse, Samantha and Zara exchanged determined looks. This was humanity's greatest challenge yet, but also its greatest opportunity. LOIA, Zara called out to her AI companion, "Prep the Prometheus for multiversal travel. We're going to need every trick we've got for this one." Within hours, a specially modified version of the Prometheus stood ready. Its hull now rippled with chromatic energies, a side effect of the multidimensional shielding required for travel between realities. As Earth's greatest minds worked feverishly to equip the ship and its crew for the unprecedented journey, news of the mission spread like wildfire across the planet and beyond. Humanity, barely recovered from one cosmic conflict, was about to embark on an adventure that would make their previous exploits seem like child's play. The ship's crew was a hand-picked team of Earth's finest: quantum physicists, xenobiologists, linguistic savants, and soldiers trained in realities that didn't yet exist. At their head stood Captain Hendricks, with Dr. Chen serving as Chief Science Officer. As the Prometheus prepared to depart, billions watched via holographic feeds. The ship rose majestically from its lunar dock, its form shimmering as it phased between dimensional frequencies. Zara's voice rang out across the cosmos, broadcast to every corner of known space and beyond. To all who can hear this message, know that we go forth not just for Earth, but for all sentient life across the multiverse. We are humanity, and we do not shrink from challenges, we rise to meet them. With a flash of light that momentarily outshone the sun, the Prometheus vanished into the quantum foam, embarking on a journey that would challenge the very limits of human potential. Their first stop was a reality where Earth had never formed, and silicon-based life ruled the galaxy. Here, they faced a civilization that communicated through modulated gravitational waves and viewed organic life as a galactic infection to be purged. Using a combination of quantum diplomacy, simultaneously negotiating across multiple possibility streams, and demonstrations of their reality-warping technology, the crew of the Prometheus managed to broker a peace treaty that spanned not just one universe, but an entire cluster of realities. Their next challenge took them to a universe where time flowed backwards. Here, they had to prevent a cataclysm that threatened to unravel causality itself, all while grappling with the mind-bending nature of reverse entropy. As they jumped from reality to reality, the crew of the Prometheus encountered wonders and horrors beyond imagination. They walked on planets where thought itself was a tangible force, negotiated with beings of pure mathematics, and battled entropy demons that threatened to reduce all of existence to uniform nothingness. With each victory, each seemingly insurmountable obstacle overcome, humanity's reputation grew. They became known across the multiverse as problem solvers, mediators, and when necessary, formidable warriors. But the greatest test was yet to come. As they approached the final nexus point, they discovered a threat that dwarfed even the collapsing walls of reality. A race of transdimensional beings, known only as the Void Weavers, sought to unravel the very fabric of the multiverse and remake it in their own image. The ensuing battle raged across countless realities, with the fate of all existence hanging in the balance. The Prometheus, empowered by the combined knowledge and technology of 1,000 universes, stood as the last line of defense against cosmic annihilation. In the heart of the quantum maelstrom, as reality itself threatened to tear apart, Captain Hendricks made a decision that would echo across eternity. Using a combination of Ouroboros technology and the cosmic wisdom they gathered on their journey, she initiated a maneuver that can only be described as multiversal jujitsu. The Prometheus became a quantum fulcrum, using the Void Weaver's own power against them. In a blinding flash of creation and destruction, The threat was neutralized, and the multiverse stabilized. As the cosmic dust settled, the overseers reappeared, their form now a chorus of voices from across all realities. "Humanity," they intoned, "you have proven yourselves worthy. The cosmic crucible is complete." With a gesture, they bestowed upon the crew of the Prometheus the title of Multiversal Guardians. Earth, once a backwater planet in an unremarkable galaxy, was now the nexus of a new cosmic order. As the Prometheus prepared to return home, Captain Hendricks gazed out at the swirling quantum foam that separated the universes. "Oh, hey," she mused, "when we started this journey, I thought we were fighting for humanity's place in the stars. But it turns out we were fighting for something much bigger." The A's response held a note of reverence. "Indeed, Captain, we've not just secured humanity's future, but the future of all sentient life across the multiverse. The question now is, what will we do with this responsibility?" As the ship phased back into their home reality, the crew of the Prometheus knew that their greatest adventures and challenges still lay ahead. Humanity had evolved from cosmic upstarts to multiversal guardians, and the entire cosmos watched with bated breath to see what these remarkable beings would do next. The age of multiversal exploration had begun, and humanity was at the forefront, ready to write the next chapter in the grand cosmic narrative. The Quantum Renaissance, humanity's cosmic legacy. As the Prometheus phased back into Earth's reality, the crew was met with a sight that took their breath away. The Sol system had undergone a transformation of cosmic proportions. Earth, once a blue marble suspended in space, now pulsed with an ethereal glow. Massive structures orbited the planet, their designs defying conventional physics. The moon had been transformed into a colossal shipyard, churning out vessels that could traverse not just space, but the very fabric of reality itself. Captain Zara Hendricks stood on the bridge, her eyes wide with wonder. "Oh, eh," she breathed. "What happened while we were gone?" The A's voice held a note of excitement. "It appears, Captain, that our multiversal journey had unexpected consequences. The knowledge we gained and the energies we were exposed to have accelerated Earth's development exponentially. We're witnessing what can only be described as a quantum renaissance." As the Prometheus docked with Nexus Station, a sprawling space habitat that served as Earth's new seat of government, Dr. Samantha Chen was struck by a sudden realization. "Time dilation," she muttered. "Our multiversal travel must have caused a temporal shift. What felt like months to us could have been decades for Earth." Their suspicions were confirmed as they were greeted by a delegation of Earth's leaders. Among them stood a man who bore a striking resemblance to General Blackwood, but younger, more vibrant. "Welcome home, multiversal guardians," he said, his voice carrying the weight of authority. "I'm President Marcus Blackwood, Jr. You've been gone for 50 years, but your legacy has shaped everything we've become." The crew of the Prometheus was stunned. 50 years had passed in what felt like mere months to them. As they were brought up to speed on Earth's progress, they learned of the astounding advancements that had taken place in their absence. The Ouroboros technology, combined with the knowledge gained from their multiversal journey, had sparked a new age of innovation. Humanity had mastered the art of quantum engineering, allowing them to manipulate the fundamental forces of nature with ease. Disease, hunger, and scarcity were things of the past. Every human now had access to technology that would have seemed godlike just a few decades ago. Neural interfaces allowed instant access to a collective knowledge base that spanned multiple realities. Nanotechnology had revolutionized everything from manufacturing to medicine. But perhaps the most significant change was philosophical. Humanity's brush with multiversal annihilation had fostered a deep sense of cosmic responsibility. Earth had become a beacon of hope and wisdom, sought out by species from across the galaxy and beyond. As Captain Hendricks and her crew toured the new Earth, they were filled with a mixture of pride and trepidation. They had succeeded beyond their wildest dreams, but at what cost? And what challenges lay ahead for this new, enlightened humanity? Their questions were answered sooner than expected. As they stood in the quantum nexus, a massive chamber designed for communication across realities, an urgent message came through. The image that materialized before them was of a being composed entirely of swirling dark energy. Its voice echoed with the cold of the void between universes. "Guardians of Earth," it intoned, "we are the entropic collective. Your meddling in the affairs of the multiverse has upset the grand balance. Prepare yourselves, for the nullification comes." As the message faded, alarms blared across the solar system. Massive rifts began to tear open in the fabric of space-time, disgorging eldritch horrors from beyond the veil of reality. President Blackwood turned to the crew of the Prometheus, his eyes burning with determination. "This is why you were brought back to us," he said. "Earth needs its greatest heroes once more. The quantum renaissance has given us the tools, but you have the experience and the courage to lead us in this fight." Captain Hendricks nodded, a fierce grin spreading across her face. "Well then," she said, cracking her knuckles, "let's show these cosmic horrors why you don't mess with humanity." As the defense fleets mobilized, their ships morphing into configurations that defied comprehension, Zara couldn't help but feel a surge of pride. Humanity had come so far, faced so much, and yet here they were, ready to stand against the darkness once more. Dr. Chen, her mind already racing with possibilities, turned to Aoya. "We need to think beyond conventional warfare," she said. "If the entropic collective seeks to upset the cosmic balance, perhaps we can use that against them." Aoya run quantum simulations on using constructive interference to cancel out their nullification effects. As the AI processed the request at speeds that would have been impossible just a few decades ago, Zara addressed the gathered leaders of Earth. "We've faced the impossible before and come out stronger," she declared. "This entropic collective thinks they can erase us from existence. Well, I say we're about to teach them a lesson in human tenacity." The chamber erupted in cheers as humanity prepared for its greatest battle yet. The quantum renaissance had given them the tools to reshape reality itself, and now they would use that power to safeguard not just Earth, but the entire multiverse. As the first wave of eldritch monstrosities approached Earth's defenses, the sky lit up with weapons that bent the very laws of physics. Quantum-entangled missiles phased through enemy shields, while reality-warping fields turned the invaders' own mass against them. The Prometheus, now upgraded with technology that would have seemed like magic even to its original crew, led the charge. Captain Hendricks, her consciousness expanded across multiple dimensions, coordinated the defense with a precision that bordered on precognition. Dr. Chen, working with a team of Earth's brightest minds, put the finishing touches on a device that promised to turn the tide of battle. The cosmic harmonizer, as they called it, would use the principle of quantum resonance to amplify the fundamental frequency of our universe, potentially nullifying the entropic collective's ability to exist in our reality. As the device powered up, drawing energy from the quantum foam itself, Zara couldn't help but reflect on the journey that had brought them to this point. From first contact to multiversal guardians, from cosmic underdogs to the champions of existence itself, humanity had come so far. The cosmic harmonizer activated, sending waves of pure creation rippling across the battlefield. The eldritch invaders screamed in frequencies that shattered minds, their forms dissolving as they were rejected by the very fabric of our universe. In the aftermath of the battle, as the quantum rift sealed and the stars themselves seemed to shine a little brighter, Captain Hendricks stood once more on the bridge of the Prometheus. Earth glowed behind her, a beacon of hope in the cosmic night. "Ah, she said, her voice soft but filled with wonder. "When we first set out on this journey, did you ever imagine it would lead us here?" The A's response held a warmth that went beyond mere programming. "Captain, if there's one thing I've learned about humanity, it's that you constantly defy expectations. You've taken your place among the cosmic forces of creation itself. The question now is, what impossible dream will you chase next?" As the Prometheus prepared to set out once more, this time as the flagship of Earth's multiversal exploration fleet, Zara smiled. The quantum renaissance had changed everything, but the spirit of adventure, of pushing boundaries and defying the impossible, that remained quintessentially human. The cosmos awaited, filled with wonders and terrors beyond imagination. But humanity was ready. They had faced the void and emerged stronger. They had danced with reality itself and learned its rhythms. Whatever challenges lay ahead, Earth would face them not just with advanced technology, but with the indomitable spirit that had carried them from their first stumbling steps on the African savanna to the very pinnacle of cosmic achievement. The quantum renaissance was not an end, but a beginning. Humanity's greatest chapter was yet to be written, and the multiverse watched with bated breath to see what these remarkable beings would do next.